My name is Elena Ionescu, and I am the Director of Sustainability at the Specialty Coffee Association of America. So I have a new title, but this is not my first time on the symposium stage. And for those that haven't heard me speak before, I'll just let you know that I'm known for choosing really easy topics, lighthearted stuff. I'm like the BuzzFeed of RICO. So I'm sure you all opened your program today, saw farm workers and labor crisis on the agenda and thought, this is gonna be great. It's gonna be uplifting. I'm gonna feel good, right? No? Nervous laughter? So my potentially ill-advised attempt at humor here is a way of bringing levity to a subject that is going to be difficult. This is gonna be a tough topic to talk about, I think. And, you know, we have a lot of ugliness. Some of it's in our history, and some of it, unfortunately, is in our present. But this is not a group that shies away from talking about the truth, right? Farm workers, labor, this is, to quote Pierre Ferrari, who spoke here last year, a wicked problem. But again, we don't shy away from problems. And we have a lot of problems. I mean, tomorrow we're gonna talk about climate change, which is arguably the biggest problem facing not just our community, but our species and our planet. In its own way, though, farm workers are equally compelling, and it's just as important that we be talking about it. Because like climate change, this affects every single farm. Every farm needs pickers. Unlike climate change, we haven't really been talking about it, and the pace at which this is changing is so rapid. Now, coffee is not the only industry, the only sector to face this problem. Labor issues pervade agriculture, and they extend beyond it. You know, in manufacturing, it feels like whether it's the textile industry or consumer electronics, it's really common to see headlines like this one in our modern globalized world. But due to the way that coffee is purchased and the way that it's sold, in some ways, we are uniquely vulnerable. So over the next hour, we're gonna be talking about some of these vulnerabilities. We'll also be learning lessons from other industries and exploring some homegrown solutions. So I hope you'll stick with me here, because in addition to the discomfort, there's a lot of opportunity here. In order to understand where we're going, though, we have to start at the beginning. And unlike the origin story for coffee, the origin story for farm labor is Brazil. Some of you may be familiar with a report that came out in March by a Danish watch group called Danwatch. The report was called Bitter Coffee. Others of you may know that Catholic Relief Services released a report on Brazil just today. Our first speaker, Michael Sheridan, is the director of the Coffee Lands Project at Catholic Relief Services. And he has probably done more to raise awareness of farm workers and our industry's collective intelligence quotient about this topic over the past 2 years than anyone else. So he's a fitting person to begin our story today. Please welcome Michael Sheridan.